Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Our topic for today is how to create your ideal customer's avatar profile. How to create customer your ideal customer's avatar profile. First of all, I would like you to take note of that word ideal. The word ideal are placed in the title. Why did I mention the word ideal? That's because you're supposed to work with people who you're interested in and exclude the others. That's why we're going to create the ideal customer profiles, because these are the people who you're going to try to reach. You're not going to concentrate on other people who you're not interested in. You're going to concentrate on these ideal customers. These are the type of people you're planning to reach. So you're going to create a customer profile for them. So what should the profiles contain? What kind of information does this profile contain? Number one, demographic description. Under the demographic description, we have age. What's the age range you want to target? What are the age ranges of the people you're planning to reach? We have gender. Are they male or female? We have location. That's where they live. We have occupation. What kind of work do they do? Are they part-time or full-time? Are they students? Are they unemployed? Occupation. That's, you're supposed to know what they do for a living. Income. You're supposed to know how much they earn from whatever job they are into or whatever business they are into. Marital status or relationship. You're supposed to know whether they're married. You're supposed to know how many kids they have, their marital status and their family status. Are they married? Are they single? Are they engaged? Stuff like that. Next, we go to the psychographic description. Under the psychographic description, we have lifestyle. We have values. You're supposed to know the kind of lifestyle they live. You're supposed to know their values. What are their values? What are the things they hold dear? What are the ideas they hold dear? You're supposed to know their priorities. You know, what things do they prioritize in life? You're supposed to know their hobbies. That's how do they spend their free time? What kind of sporting activities are they into? What do they do for leisure? Stuff like that. You're supposed to know their behavior and attitude. What kind of people are they? Are they social kind of people? For example, if you want to target Gen Z or people in Gen Z, you obviously know that most of them are social, at least on the internet. Most of them like to interact with each other on the internet, even though that might not be how they behave in real life, like in face-to-face interactions, but at least on the internet most of them are social. So you're supposed to take into consideration the attitudes and behavior. Next, what do they care about? What are the kind of things the people care about, the people who you want to target? Next, what are their dreams? What do they want to become in future, or what are they working towards becoming? What do they want to achieve in life? Lastly, under psychographic description, what is their definition of success? You know, many people have different definitions of success. Your own definitions of success might be having 2 houses and 10 cars. Another person's definition of success might just be having a PhD or having a master's degree. So you're supposed to know the people in this category you want to target. What's generally their definition of success? What do they really consider as being successful? You're supposed to think and you're supposed to make inquiries on that. Number three, goals and motivation. That's after psychographic description. You're supposed to know their goals and motivation. What drives them? What's their drive? For example, a pregnant woman that just, let's say a woman that just gave birth, that's post-pregnancy, and a guy who wants to gain muscles in the gym, they don't have the same drive. They have both of them are coming to the gym, but with very different motivations and with very different achievement goals in mind. So you're supposed to know what their goals and motivations are. Number four, pain. What are their struggles? Next, what are their fears? What are their concerns? You're supposed to know all these things and what is missing in their lives. All these things amount to the particular pain they're experiencing. It might be emotional pain, it might be physical pain, but all these things are under what pain those particular group of customers you want to target are facing. You're supposed to know their pain. You're supposed to know what really pricks them, what really disturbs them. You're supposed to know and have information like that. The more information you gather, the better for you. knowing your ideal customers, knowing them detailing in this form is going to make it easier for you to know where your ideal customers hang out, or what platforms they use the most, or what platforms you can find them in. If you don't have this kind of information, if you don't have this kind of detailed information about your ideal customers, you're never actually going to know the kind of platforms they hang out in, or the kind of platforms they frequent or like better. For example, again, if you do some research and you find out that you're targeting people that are kind of in the older age group, you realize that where these people hang out, if you want to target them on social media, you realize that where most of these people hang out are on applications like Facebook. If you want to target Gen Z or people in very low age groups, like let's say from let's say 15 to the age of 18, or let's say 19, or in that kind of age group below 25 years of age, you want to target people like that, you're obviously going to find out you can see this kind of people on platforms like TikTok, platforms like Twitter, and stuff like that. So that's where these younger people hang out. Older people or people in higher age groups mostly hang out on Facebook if you want to source for them on social media. So once you know where these people hang out, once you know where your target customers hang out, you'll be able to listen to the conversations they are having. You'll be able to know their pain. When I say listen to the conversation, I'm not trying to say you're going to like peep and listen to what conversations they're having. No, when I say listen to that conversations, I just mean you're going to be able to put yourself in the environment they are in. So you'll be able to know what pain they're experiencing, and you'll be able to know their problems, the set of problems they have, and you'll be able to know where you, as a person trying to do business with them or offer a service to them, you'll be able to know where you can fit in. You're going to be able to know what service you can render to them that is going to make a lot of sense to them, or that's going to catch their attention. Moreover, you're going to be able to learn to speak your customers' language, and you'll be able to interact with them much more effectively. You'll be able to know what language they speak. You'll be able to know their terminologies. That's what I mean. I don't mean an entire different language. You'll be able to know their terminologies, the way they communicate with themselves. So when you want to present your idea to them, or when you want to present your business or your service to them, you're going to speak in that same language that they communicate in, and they'll be able to feel a sense of belonging when talking to you, or a sense of belonging when using your product or your service. You can't want to sell a product to Gen Z and you're talking like an old person, or you're using the terminologies of people in their 50s. They're not going to understand you, they're not going to feel a sense of connection with you. So until you make this research and you know your customers detailing, and you can be able to find out where they hang out, you can be able to put yourself in their environment, learn their language, their terminologies, the way they communicate with themselves, you are not going to be able to communicate with them effectively, and it's going to be a problem for you, and that's going to affect your sales. And by gathering all this information, you're going to be able to detect their problems, their goals, and their motivations, and then you're going to be better placed to create the best solution for whatever problem they are facing or whatever need they want. Like I said, this is the only way you're going to be able to make more sales, after understanding who your audience or who your ideal customers are, making research on them, putting yourself in their environment to learn their language and stuff like that. This is the only way to be able to offer them the best product, and that's the only way you're going to be able to make more sales, by creating these customer avatars. Obviously, customer avatars you create won't represent all members of your audience effectively. It's not going to represent each and every member of the audience you're trying to target, but at least it's going to represent most of them, just like having an average. You understand? It's going to represent most of them. So you're supposed to look for commonalities. After making research and gathering information, you're supposed to be looking for the commonalities among the members of your niche. You're supposed to look for what's common, what most of them do. So you work with this information based on what most of them feel, or what most of them do, what most of them have as an occupation, what most of them, in fact, you're going to be working with the majority. So like I said, it's actually an average, because everything can be 100% accurate, but then you work more with commonalities and things that repeat, information that repeat themselves over and over, so as to have a more accurate avatar profile for your target customers. So guys, we are going to end there for today, and I'll get back with you guys later. Take good care of yourselves and stay tuned to my next video.